Hello there and welcome to the Sao Paulo Grand Prix. We're starting 1 and 5th. 5th because Piastri in his previous race destroyed his gearbox and we needed a new one for these last two races. And well, it resulted in a penalty. So we'll be going with two-stopper, medium, medium, hard. We're just going to do it for both our drivers. We'll be running all stints on aggressive, but we might have to modulate that medium stint a little bit. Medium, middle stint a little bit, so we'll have to see how that goes. But for now, we are ready to get into the race, I think. So let's see how quickly Piastri makes his way up the field.
It's time for the Sao Paulo Grand Prix. And it's lights out, and away we go.
Looks like it shouldn't really be a problem for Piastri here. Johan lost the position but gained it back.
Nice work.
And we slow down on the straight to let Russell by. That's not
And there's an overtake from Williams.
that's not a good move. But yeah, it looks like Piastri won't really have too many problems here to, again,
And a new
get up
position
ahead.
just gained by
And
Williams.
what I'm thinking now is that we just slow Duhan down on purpose. And we allow Piastri to catch up and we'll DRS train to the end as we usually do. We'll also probably go and harvest here to slow him even further down. But there we are. Piastri has caught up. Balanced, aggressive. And we'll now run like this towards the end as we usually do.
Fastest lap.
Don't crash, boys.
We can take a look now.
I saw that one coming before it even happened. That makes me sad. So Piastri, you already lost the championship. Bombing out your teammate does not give you the championship. Sorry, I was a little bit away from my mic there, so I don't know if the audio is okay or not. Major damage to suspension, terminal damage front wing can continue. Tires are... I'm just happy you didn't destroy this gearbox too, in all honesty. But yeah, Piastri, you're really testing the limits there. So we're just going to get him onto the hard, really. And we're going to run this into the ground, I think. And then we'll probably have to do a two-stopper. How about your damage? How is that? Terminal, minor, minor. Okay, so both cars survived. Your back tire is completely gone, so we'll just do the same for you. Hard. And you will switch that front wing. Let's just make sure that Piastri is also doing that for his front wing. There we go. And yeah, this puts us in a awkward situation, all things considered. So we're going to fall to the back here. No real, you know, surprise.
There's been contact and several
Let's
cars
see
involved.
what happened here.
Let's take a look at the replay.
That top beam was in a very bad position for us to see that exactly when the contact happens. So doing here, luckily he pitted first because Piastri has a penalty to serve. So yes, we have already fixed said terminal damage. Don't worry, my guy. So we're gonna push a little bit here. We have a little bit of fuel to push on, and yeah, that was not a good start to the race. We could also try and make these hards last longer. So let's have a quick look here on what we can do with the strategy. Now, how far can we break the mediums go? Honestly, even if we run both sets here on super conservative, we could make that work, but I don't know if that's worth it. I think what we are going to do is just run aggressive on the hards, run aggressive on the mediums, and then try and chuck in a final stint on whatever we got left. According to this, we have two sets of hards, but I kind of doubt that. Let's go and consult the pit window. Yeah, we don't have two hards. We have mediums and softs, so we need to make this work. Again, it's probably another pit stop, but we need to make a medium and a soft work, so let's see here. We run the soft towards the end. How many laps can that survive? Can survive a decent amount. The medium can also survive a decent amount. So I think this is actually what we're going to be doing then. Something like this. And then we'll run the medium and soft on normal. I think that is our best strategy. And we'll just mirror this for Duhan. So that I don't get can skip setting up for both cars. But yeah, that's a bit of a sad one. We'll have to see how the minor damage that Duhan has on his pieces, the chassis and suspension, versus the major damage that Piastri has ends up affecting the race. For now though, Duhan is gaining on the leader. Piastri is not, so I think we'll actually just retire Piastri here, by looks of things. Because currently,
It's a stonking lap.
he ain't really gaining anything. And as you can see, it's running lap times that's the slowest of all, even with the fuel burn. So, we're gonna retire Piastri. We're gonna give him a lap or two more to show that he can make his way back into this, but right now, even if he's on the hard and the rest of the, the fielder is on what's supposed to be better tires, he's just way too slow with the suspension damage. Duhan, on the other hand, is doing well. He is matching the topper in lap time. It's just the time he lost during to get from, the pits all the way around with a busted front wing and then getting that switched out. So again, Piastri is just falling behind. We are going to pit him and we're going to retire the car. Because he just doesn't have any chance. He's just, burning up what little he has left of his engine. Duhan here now is up into 10th. So again, he still has a fighting chance here, I feel. But we also need to remember he's doing 2 pit stops. So it's still going to be challenging, don't get me wrong. But we can probably do something here. And of course, because I said both drivers will end up in the top 2 for the last 2 races, Piastri just had to go and say no. This is basically a repeat of the end of last season.
There's been a crash.
Sainz has crashed.
Let's see what happened there. Let's have another look. Science is the focus here. And there
Oof.
we see the crash.
Not the best of touches. But as you can see here, we're still going to suffer
Sounds like
a lot.
there's been contact. Let's take a closer look. All eyes
Maybe
on
not.
Kevin Magnussen here.
I don't remember which team Magnussen is on right now. Oh,
And that's
yeah,
a big smash. They'll have felt
they need to fix that returning to track, because usually when they lock up or go wide, they do stop. But right there, they...
there's a spin.
Wow, we're having everything happening right now. But then they just do not properly get back onto track.
And
So
there's an overtake from Williams.
Duhan is suffering now due to the tires starting to run low. And in general, people around him are fresher tires. Fresher, superior tires, I might add. So we're going to have to do 2 pit stops. We're going to come out fairly far behind, in all honesty. We're going to gamble on getting one more run done here. Just run it on standard to make sure we can finish it. And then we'll go over to the medium. Then we'll see if we can make something out of this race. Came out in 7th, fresh air. Actually a really good thing, if you consider it from that angle. We will not be able to keep these mediums to the end though, so we are going to have to pit once more. In terms of lap times, we are doing 6/10 on Leclerc. That's not really good enough, but we can try and challenge for some other positions here. They will also have to do one more pit, I think. So it is viable. But can we pull it off with a damaged car is the big question. I'm actually going to go into Duhan here and we're going to... They actually stopped that good. I saw them running for a little bit longer. We're actually going to go onto the soft here and see just when we can make that work. If we go aggressive, it will not work. If we go aggressive on the softs, it will not really work. So we're just going to do this. Again, we don't really have a choice here with how this race turned out. But yeah, as you can see, as soon as you put 2 drivers in the top 2 as your long-standing goal. The game just goes, no, that's illegal. That's too much money. Yeah, we're gonna suffer a little bit financially here as a result, but I say we still will be okay. Leclerc has pitted, which means that we're more than a pit stop behind Leclerc. But it's a good thing for Ferrari, and a very good thing for Leclerc, in all honesty, if he manages to win this race. Again, Duhan here, we are going to have to pit very shortly. We will probably come out around 5th, so it's still good. It ain't super bad. We might be able to fight our way up to 2nd again, but it's going to be a bit of a challenge. So Duhan is currently over here. These tires, I don't think will last another lap without going into the yellows. So let's just get him on the softs right away. There we are. So we came out in 4th, kind of what we expected. And we're going to run the tires normally, but we might have to switch and run conservative towards the end and just try and hold whoever is behind us. Currently fighting Hamilton. Can we pull this off?
I think someone's run
Still
wide.
struggling behind Hamilton. Might have to give him a bit more power. Oh, made it there. I don't know what happened. But we're now hunting down
Just gained by Williams. Here's the
Paris.
replay. Now we see the Williams here.
Oh, that's okay. That was a good move until Hamilton started, you know, just straight up braking. Now it's Perez, 7 laps to go. Tires that are slightly going off. We'll go light here and see if we can get up to the back of him with the RS, and we'll go full on attack maybe the last lap or so. Let's go conserve, see if we can still maintain. Looks kind of touch and go there on the tires. They will not actually survive here to the end. They will go a little bit under. So we're going to have to go overtake here. I'm going to see if it's enough. We're going to go standard for the last couple of laps here just to see if we can still gain a little bit and keep him behind for Duhan here. And it looks a little bit touch and go in all honesty. But he barely made it, which is very, very good.
That's Leclerc. Charles Leclerc.
Leclerc though,
today's
with the
winner.
victory. Mercedes also finishing up high. This could get very interesting before the final race in terms of everything. We got fastest lap though. We also got pole position for Duhan, so he got 20 points. So not the worst race, but again, we put the goal to have both our drivers finish in the top 2 for 2 races, and it instantly collapsed on us, sadly. So with that, championship is more than settled. It was before this race too, but yeah, Duhan might hit the 500 point barrier at this rate. Leclerc here gains a huge advantage on the fight for 3rd. That's now 14 points down to Hamilton, 15 to Verstappen, so we'll have to see how the final race ends here for these guys, but Russell has caught up to Sainz too, so final race here looks like it could be interesting. Ferrari gains a huge advantage in 2nd, and Mercedes catching up a little bit. Red Bull is basically out of it. We'll finish 4th most likely, and again, I think most of these have been settled, but we'll have to see how the final race goes. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye bye.